Calico Ghost Town. Thanksgiving 2017. Here's the upper part of Calico Town Hall. Calico Photo Studio. This is the upper part of the park. Still heading to the upper part of town. One of the side streets. Up here is the bottle house. There's a little house up there in a cliff. Bottle house and some houses over there in a cliff. Maggie's mine. Stand clear on 4 bells. This is Dead Man's Drift. Dark rock is silver ore. $65,000 glory hole. Looks like a little bunking area. This is the way out. So we're going to give it a shot. This is like the top end of the town. Not much going on after this other than the schoolhouses at the top. Looks like little houses at the top. I think there's actually a residence up here, or offices. This is the upper top, and I suspect that the white powder is spoils from the different mining activities. Or it could just be white rock.
Well, I wonder if they used to have the old.
Built along the canyon walls. As crude as they appear, they were ideal for protecting us from the hot summers and cold winters here at Calico. And perfect for the independent types. Calico's 10 square mile mining district boasted a population of nearly 2,000, with almost 1,000 actually living in the town side of Calico, not families, in the 1950s. Back then, they had workers actually living here. These folks served the role of security for the town, a tradition that continues to this day.
As we round this next curve, look to the left of the engine and notice the pile of rocks painted white with a white marker on top. This is an example of what a cornered monument looked like. We use them on all four corners of our claims to alert everyone that they may be trespassing and to remind claim jumpers to stay away. Remember how the first traces of silver were discovered right on the ground in the spring of 1881, and Calico's silver rush was on. Miners came from all over, including well-known towns such as Virginia City, Lodi, and
A train road gold. Then it was shipped to a processing mill on a narrow gauge train similar to the one you're riding on now. The train was called the Waterloo Mine Company Railroad, and the spur would run off because it was right up Calico's Wall Street Canyon. The closer a railroad could be run to the mines, the better.
this large area to the left of the train is where some of the miners live. There is still one surviving wall out there that's outlined in white. Beyond the mountain, to the northeast, was East Calico, where among others, the big Bismarck mine is. There was a little community out there with a store and a saloon. The Stacy brothers carried mail a mile and a half between Bismarck and Calico, even training their dog Dorsey to work for them.
I remember that. They strapped the saddlebag right on his back so he could carry the mail and packages.
As we pause here, take a look at the top of King Mountain, where
The jury did not find me guilty, as I was just protecting my property.
well, Annie, glad no one was seriously hurt, except maybe that Mr. Tober's pride. Now, if y'all look left, this is an ore crusher called an arista. Miners will hitch a horse or mule to that crossbar and have it walk round and round, which caused the steel ball to drag over and crush the ore before it was taken to a processing mill. Of course, by the 1880s, this method was kind of old-fashioned, but it was still a respectable way of making sure every bit of silver was scraped up.
We did work hard to get all that silver. Now have a look over to one of my favorite views from Calico. Down there is the Silver Valley, as we called it. And past that old driveway is the sandy bed of the Mojave River. In those early years, drinking water for Calico had to be brought over from the river, which ran above ground at the time, and sold for about 5 to 20 cents a gallon. That water supply also gave birth to our neighboring town of Daggett, when the railroad was built right through there. See, just like the smaller narrow-gauge locomotives, the big trains of those days ran off of steam, between water
For a more efficient operation for the company, it became the last place in California where the famous 20-wheel teams were ever used.
Now, if you all look over at Main Street, you can see the same view we did as we ventured into town for supplies and relaxation. There are actually 5 buildings on Main Street that have been standing since the 1880s.
Mr. Dandy, huh? Now as you get closer to the train depot, take a look down at the gully to the left of the train. These ruins are from the Chinatown, where almost 40 Chinese lived and worked at Calico during the boom years. Amy did laundry for the miners and operated a couple of restaurants. Well, folks, we hope you had fun and maybe even learned a few things on our tour today. Please
Lower end of Calico. Little museum. He called me up last night about 4:30. Hey, I'm thinking about coming down to the festival. 4:30. Still have an hour and a half drive to be here.
So this is stuff that got used by the people who lived here, and they got found here. Look at that little dolly head.
Is that the right?
There's actually snow over there. Hard to see, but there is snow up there.